So I got the cage removed. That's not right. I didn't remove the cage. The cage is still in the Jeep. Let's do some sandblasting. Alright, so we're back at the roll cage. Gonna get back at this thing and get it finished. Tonight I'm finishing off stripping out the Jeep, getting the windshield off, doors off, unbolt everything pretty much except for 1 or 2 bolts. It's gonna start raining here any minute, so I gotta hurry up and get this video done. I'm gonna get this sandblasted tomorrow. I'm taking it to a friend's house. We're gonna get sandblasted, and I'm gonna start finish welding everything on this roll cage. I have not fully completed my setup for the air system, so I'll be getting a video on that here in the next day or 2 as well. Hopefully this weekend I can finish that up. So basically what my plan is I'm going to take this to a friend's house. We're going to remove the cage, sandblast the cage at his house, bring it back on my trailer, leaving the Jeep at his house, bring it back here. I'm going to final weld and fabricate and tube work and do anything else extra that I need to do. I'm going to spray paint it here in the Jeep, or in the garage. And I was going to powder coat the cage, however I chose not to do that. I think I've got some things I want to add later, and if I powder coat it, I kind of ruin my opportunities for add-ons later. So I'm going to stick to the idea of just spray painting it and doing the best that I can with it. I've got some new products I want to try to self-etch the metal with and clean it and get it really well prepped. I kind of did that with some POR 15. I'll add a link to this video here. I don't plan on using POR 15 for the cage. However, some of the preparation materials, chemicals that they have, I plan on using. Basically, I'm just going to start whacking away at this thing, trying to get this thing prepped and ready for tomorrow morning. I'm going to load it up on the trailer in the morning since it's raining right now. Naturally, I don't want to get this any more wet than it already is, so I'm going to wait for the rain, keep it here in the dry barn, and then haul it to my friend's house in the morning, and we'll see where we go from there. So I guess without further ado, I'm going to take a little bit of stuff off the Jeep. I'm going to try to, while I got the cage out, I'm going to try to see if I can't straighten this bend out. The transmission was low on transmission fluid, and when I was going up a hill, shifted out the neutral, and I went back into a tree pretty hard, so we will have to try to address that as well, which sucks. But yeah, I think that about solves it for tonight. Tomorrow morning we will get the sandblasting done and get I got the tailgate over here. I guess I'll show you. Got the tailgate off, all rusty and nasty, and it's going as well. I'll get that sandblasted, and before this all goes together, I'm probably going to get the windshield cleaned up and ready to paint as well. Kind of sick and tired of that thing being yellow, so I think we're going to probably go ahead and finish that up too while we're doing this. I guess I forgot to add too, a while back I put a new subwoofer in the center console, so that's kind of nice. We got speakers, decent quality sound again. So I was thinking about that while I was removing some of this stuff, thinking about what I had to take apart. I think I got to take the center console out and get that out of the way, so that way it can just go in and out a little easier. So I've got a bar down in the floor to separate the B-pillars underneath. So anyways, that solves that for the night. Alright, so it's go time. Getting ready to load up the Jeep. Got everything stripped off of it. Gonna get her up on the trailer and take her to my buddy Axel's house and get some sandblasting done and bring this thing back and do some final welding. So the LJ is cageless again, which is awesome because now the cage is over here and we're going to start sandblasting today. Get what I have done clean again because this thing is rusty and nasty. So I'm going to clean it up nice and have a sweet little beautiful backdrop here. Nice scenery. Alright, so here's our sandblaster setup. Hooked up to the compressor. Got the compressor going there. Fed up here into this system of air dryers, water separators, whatever you want to call them. These ones are dry, this one's beaded, and then it's plumbed into this hose to sprayer nozzle. This is out of a cabinet, so like a sandblasting cabinet, so it's nice easy hose, and then it's fed in with sand here. So there's the media and the way it picks up, and it's got a little breather tube right here. So we got everything cleared out, cleared the hose. It hasn't been used in quite a while, so we're going to start sandblasting this cage up. Have some fun, get nasty. So we've had some holdups, a couple delays through the day, but I'd say I'm probably about 40 or 50% done, maybe. I decided to just do the joints, the main primary points that were going to be touching the bottom and where all the necessary welds will be. I was working on this side for quite a while, and believe it or not, 3 air dryers are not enough. This thing just keeps collecting moisture like crazy. Compressor's getting real hot, and it's a pretty big Ingersoll Rand compressor. So anyways, it's kind of surprising, but nonetheless, you can see I've got all the main joints done on the top. About to roll it and do a little bit more, do the bottom plates, bottom of these plates. A lot of that looks like it's rust is actually just the dust buildup. But at any rate, gonna flip it over, do the bottom side a little bit better. Got on all the bottom sides of these joints up top. I'm gonna get this thing final welded. Gonna add a tube from the B pillar back to the C pillar. Back there I'm gonna do some fab work for the little manifold box system. It's gonna plumb into the cage. So right in here I'm gonna have some plates coming out, kind of coming up the pillars here. Box this all in, close it all in, finish that all up. And I got my high lift mounts completed here and here. So that'll get the high lift across the back here. And probably gonna do some crisscross bars across the top to connect everything together and add a little bit more volume to the cage slash tank and also structure it. So anyways, that's the end of tonight, and tomorrow there will be much more to come. Alright, started day 2. It's about an hour or 2 in, but just now making my first video. Wanted to get some good progress done. So first start of the day was making some new notches, copes, making some new angle supports, braces, whatever you want to call these dudes. I'm really a big fan of these guys. This angle here is about a 100-degree angle,
This angle here is about 75 to 80. So there's a little bit of a difference with this hole to this hole. I could have bent these at a little bit less of an angle. I bent these at 70, I'm sorry, they were 72 with a spring back of 65, I believe. Anyway, so these are about a 65 degree bend. So I probably could have done like a 60 degree bend and open this gap up right here a little bit more, kind of like this one is. But the biggest thing is this side is going to match that side. So I'm not too worried about it. It's still strong, and I think it's going to make a nice curving flow. We got some completed welds. The cage is mostly done. Got these angles here. Got these connecting bars here from B to C pillars, and that is about a 95% complete cage. Got a couple tricky welds to finish. Got a little bit of fab work to do back here for the manifold box, but as far as the majority of the cage, I think I'm gonna call it a wrap. I did away with the idea of doing crisscross bars. This is pretty dang strong. I don't think there's any real need for crisscrosses. I know some of you are gonna lash out and be completely ridiculous about this, but this is way stronger than a stock cage. It serves all functionality of the Jeep. I've got plenty of places for mounts and add-ons and things of that nature. I might add some bracing across the passenger and driver section roof area, but this back section back here I don't think is necessary. But I'm gonna add some handles for right here in this area. I gotta cap this tube off, gotta cap the fronts off, and just little tiny odd and end things like that. But that's pretty much a completion. Not really, but it's close.